I do have two wonderful exotic questions that I'm going to try and tackle. I'd like to say that I'm not by any means an exotic specialist. We're just a routine first opinion vets here, mainly seeing cats and dogs, but we will always try and answer any question that's brought to us, any pet that comes in, and I'll try and do the same here. So the first one is that from Barney, who says that he's noticed that when his 5-year-old boa constrictor sheds her skin, she seems to have a problem shedding her eye caps. She's been using the recommended methods to help her, such as moistening the affected areas, but what can I do to make sure the problem stops happening? So, for anybody who isn't aware, obviously snakes routinely shed their skin, and it happens all over, and they also shed the layer over the surface of the eye as well. Now, it's really very common for them to get shedding problems where they don't shed everything effectively, and one of the common areas affected is the eyes, and they get what we call retained spectacles, so that they keep the stuff over the eye, and that's what stays behind. Now, he talks about moistening the areas, and actually, yeah, generally, if they're having trouble, if you just put them in a little bath of water, it helps them get the rest of the stuff off. But how can we stop it happening in the first place is more what Barney's after. And actually, there are underlying medical conditions that can cause it. So you have an unwell snake or things like mite problems, then they can have problems shedding their skin. But by far and away, the overwhelming majority of illnesses, and this goes for pretty much all reptiles really, is inappropriate husbandry. So every species of snake, lizard, tortoise, whatever, requires very specific conditions, and if they're even slightly out, then we can see a lot of problems, and the same for their diet and everything like that. So overwhelmingly, the majority of problems with shedding are caused by an inappropriate humidity, so just not humid enough. So I would be having a look at your humidity in your vivarium and chatting to your vet or exotics vet about exactly what needs to be, especially around the time of shedding, because I suspect that the environment's just not humid enough, and that's why you're getting these problems. So have a chat to them, and hopefully you can prevent the problem coming back again in the future.